A clarification I want to make is when we talk about our leverage wealth accounts, we are talking about long-term cash storage, not the end investment. There's a very big difference there. So if you recall back to our example, when we talked through the traditional plans, we have the option to have our profits from go into what we call savings, and we could stick those into a bank account, or we could stick them into what we consider an investment account, right? And for most of us, these are the only two options that exist. And it can be problematic for most people to try to pick between the two. The bank, I don't get much growth at all, but I get a little more safety. The investment accounts, I get upside potential, but it's much more risky. And so it's about trying to find a sweet spot, an intersection between the two. And that's where our leverage wealth accounts really come in. This is the area that we're going to position in between. That is the best of both worlds. And it's going to allow us to warehouse or store our cash in the interim. This is going to be the long-term place where we put cash, but we're going to be able to deploy that cash elsewhere and leverage it out and loan it out and even withdraw it in different areas, which we're going to talk about in future videos. But I want you to start thinking about, after things leave our checking account, do we want to jump directly into a savings account in a bank and have to be beholden to the bank and not get any growth and let our money just kind of erode? Or do we want to take a lot more risk and jump it right into an investment, and then it'd be illiquid, it'd be up and kind of subject to a lot of risk, where what we want to do is be a spot in between. We want the upside potential. We want some of those tax advantages. We also want the liquidity and the flexibility of something like a bank account, but we don't want to have to give up all the growth and potential to do so. So when we talk about a leveraged wealth account, we're talking about storing our cash. It has to live somewhere. So if it's going to live in an area that gets next to no growth, or it's going to go into an area that's very risky, those are typically not great solutions for people. So we're talking about funding a policy, storing our cash there so we get that guaranteed growth and we're able to deploy it from there.